Welcome back to Revealing the Hidden next session. We are discussing about social media addiction in the previous session, and there we discussed how the social media is influencing people and how the younger generation is responding towards the social media. So we would like to continue with the same topic, and here we have Benson with us to discuss on this influence of social media in each and everyone's life. So Benson, do you think that the social media play an important role? The time you're spending in social media is affecting your health?
Yeah, mainly we will get less time to sleep. And
Okay, what time do you sleep, Benson?
actually, I will sleep at 2 o'clock, 2:30.
And
Yeah.
you wake up by?
If I have class, I will wake up at 7 a.m. Or
Okay.
if I don't have the class, I will wake up at 11.
Okay, so your sleep is compromised because you are spending more
Yeah,
time.
almost.
Yes. So other than that, how your health is affected?
Mostly, I will skip the breakfast.
Okay.
I will wake up at 11 a.m. I will do my personal things and I will get less time. If I get a missed call or something, I will usually put silent mode when I sleep, and I will call back someone if they call and
Okay.
text back, and I will keep updated in the social media in the morning, and I will usually skip the breakfast and I'll have the lunch.
So that means your diet is also compromised because you're spending more time in social media.
Yeah, almost.
What do you think, Benson? How is your freedom of expression? Is there an influence of social media in your freedom of expression that if you want to speak something to others, would you prefer to speak directly on the face or would you like to use a text message to talk to that person?
Ma'am, actually, that's a disadvantage in the social media. Another thing is that is the freedom of expression.
Okay.
The freedom of expression is very much easy in social media. Recently, I have an issue with one of my friends. I just feel awkward to talk in person to person directly.
Okay.
But I'm more comfortable to express or execute it in text message.
Very good.
Yeah, actually, that's a disadvantage. So
Okay.
we can't talk each other and solve the issue. We have that, right? We will text it and solve.
So in one go, you are able to speak. You
Yeah.
can write it down
Yeah.
so that either it can tone down your expression
Yes.
or
Definitely.
with one line you can cut off that relationship.
Yes, of course.
Yes, so he spoke it as a disadvantage of social media. Other than that, can you put in a little more, means the words into what are the other disadvantages of being in social media for a long time? You said your sleep is affected.
Yeah.
So the sleep pattern is affected. Your diet intake has been affected because you're skipping your breakfast where you're supposed to eat like a king as the breakfast. So that you are skipping. And then you said one more thing: the freedom of expression. In prior generation,
Yeah.
people used to talk on the face. So when I look on your face, I can understand what you're going through
Yeah.
from each and every word I speak. So you are not able to face the reality because you are keeping yourself in text, whereas there is a blind area where you don't want to know what is happening on the other side. You are expressing what you want to say.
Not only me, ma'am. The most of the younger generation
Yeah,
are
I
facing
not
this. Yeah.
you doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you. You are a representative of younger generation. So as Benson rightly said that these are some of the disadvantages of being in social media for a long time. We cannot say to anyone do not use social media,
Yeah.
but we can restrict the time.
Yeah, we can spend time with our loved ones. Yeah.
The quality time with the family or the loved ones can weigh much more than the fantasy or virtual friends what we
Yes.
can have in all the social media. Along with that, I would like to add some points to it, Benson. I feel that the self-esteem of mine is decided by my friends and followers and the likes what I'm
Yeah.
getting.
Yes,
So
correct.
that is another disadvantage. If no one likes my photo, I feel insecure.
Yes.
So if no one is commenting, okay, something is wrong with my photo. So tomorrow, how better photo I can put as my
To impress
thoughts
everyone.
to impress others. So very nicely you have spoken about the self-esteem part of because of social media. Other than that, do you think that the education will be affected because we are in social media for a long time?
Yes, of course.
Of
Yeah.
course, the education is affected because you don't have time
Yeah, we
other than
limit
spending.
our time.
Yes, we limit our time on education and the work, where we take our even personal time of sleep also to spend time with the people those are on WhatsApp or any other social media. So these are some of the disadvantages, as you rightly said, which is actually intoxicating younger generation.
Yes.
And the quality of the work is also affected
Affected.
because of the lack of time and lack of prior needs of or meeting the basic needs of our life. Yes, Vincent, what do you think that how we can tackle this social media addiction?
There is only one way. Keep your phone aside and spend time with your loved ones. That's all.
Yeah, so Vincent has given answer in one line, that is keep aside the phone. And the decision need to come from whom?
Yeah, mostly the younger generation and
From
me
me.
also. Yeah,
Yes,
me also.
from
yeah.
me. So I would like to say that it's not easy to disconnect completely from the
Yeah.
phone, because nowadays phone or social media is the only way of passing information to you and me.
Yeah.
So that is one of the
But step by step, by taking step by step, we can disconnect that.
yeah, very good. So it is my decision to disconnect from the social
Yes.
media or the virtual world
Virtual
that is
world.
around me, whereas the previous generation was giving importance to the people whom you can see in real, whereas the new generation is giving more importance to the people in the air. So that's the way I can explain. And more than that, I would like to tell 2-3 things about the disadvantage. Is one of the thing is cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying is very common nowadays, and it really hurts people
Correct.
and really insult people. And these videos have maximum likes and maximum views. You insult another person and speak, you will get more views.
Yes.
So now the younger generation is thinking how to make trolls for others,
How to gain followers?
yes,
Yeah.
how to gain followers and how to impress others by just cyberbully the next person. Then the next thing what I have learned is people in this generation, people are more encouraged to have more virtual friends than real friends.
Yes.
But these virtual friends will not help you if there is no food on your table.
Yes.
And these virtual friends are not there with your hospital if
Yes.
you are in a hospital
Yes.
for an emergency
They
crisis.
won't be forever with you.
Yes. So this is understand the reality is far
Yes.
away from the virtual world you have created. So I would like to give some points where we can help us, where I do myself, so that I can be away from this kind of addiction, because I and you are equally victims of the social media addiction.
Yes.
But what I would like to do is I try to turn off the notification so that every notification is not meant for me, so I can see it later, so that my work schedule will not be affected.
Yes.
Another thing is I can keep my phone silent while I sleep, because each message in a group or each personal talk I have is really disturbing my
Yes,
sleep. So I can keep it silent so that I can answer when I am getting time. My priority I need to set. I should eat, I should sleep, I should have time with my loved ones. Then comes my social interaction with others. So I feel that will also help us to tackle the issue of
Social
addiction, being addicted to the social media. And next, I feel that I need to learn to spend quality time with my family. So understand what is my criteria. If I'm staying with my parents, or as long as I'm not married, my father and mother is sending money to eat, or my father and mother is a shelter for me, so the first respect I should give to them. And siblings, because friends are there for a limited time, and the virtual friends don't ask, they just send you flowers on a WhatsApp message, may not be even coming to you to ask you how are you or what are you doing. So I would say it will be good that I and you take time to take time to spend quality moments with our family, our spouse and our children, so that tomorrow something happens, there are people around me to speak about it. And another thing actually I have seen people are doing is detoxicate themselves from this addiction, that spending more time
Yes.
away from the phone. So we always call it fasting from the phone. That means I'm trying to not to use the phone for a particular time so that I won't have that much urge to log in and see what is happening or who all have seen my status or how many people like my photos or how many likes I have in Instagram or followers. This way I can keep myself away so that I won't be under tension to think that what people think about me through social media. So this is also another, I'm not like completely detached from social media. Takes little hours in 24 hours what we have so that we can do other work also in front of others as well as for me. So I feel that these are the different ways I can think of keeping myself occupied. Then one more thing is, before there were hobbies of traveling or the stamp collection, so we can actually encourage ourselves knowing what talent is. Looking into the phone is not a talent,
Yeah.
it is a behavior I and you make it. So I can invest more time on the other activities which make me
Correct.
more productive than just staring at the phone, which can bring us complications. I would like to give one more added value in from the point of spiritual life. No one speaks anything wrong about using a social media, but my life is in my hands, where I need to prioritize what is first in my life and what is the second
Second.
priority. Once I prioritize, I understand where the social media stands for me. If that realization is there and I am able to detach from the addicted behavior of being indulged in social media, I think I can do a much better job. So hope you got a clear picture about social media addiction. Even we are not aware that we got addicted to all these social medias where we are hooked in. So understand what is important in our life and give priority to all these things, because we are not living or we are not having a bread and butter from social media. Yes, there are ways you can do it, but looking into my own photos and my own videos or looking into someone else's
Yes.
profile is not bringing quality into my life. So I urge all the people, those who are watching, to be away from social media addiction and use the gadget appropriately. Hope this session is good enough for you to add on to your feathers in your personal life, and see you next week with the new session. Thank you.